Ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating 60 years of the Marionettes Chorale. They have a series of concerts planned from July 14th to 16th, and you can be a part of the Diamond Jubilee season happening in Port of Spain and San Fernando this morning. To help us get some more information about the celebrations and to, kickstart things, I guess, let me welcome Mrs. Wendy Jeremy, who joins us on set, Marionettes member from long time.
Oh gosh, you know me.
How are you doing this morning?
Not too bad.
Yeah?
Rolling with the punches. Coming to give the good news of the 60th anniversary.
Bring the
our
good
Diamond
news.
Jubilee. And I said to you all before, the best in the West.
And you said it with your chest.
That's correct. And I mean it, I stand by it. Because it has been a lot of work over the years. When you look at our shows, you see a lot of discipline, you see order. Just look at it. Any TV show, and that takes a lot of behind the scenes. Good planning. John Mendes, our senior production manager. Of course, Greta Taylor, the conductor. And Susan Dorr used to be in the past, but she still has a lot to do with it. And Greta often tells us, you all are going home now, but I'm going back to the drawing board. Sometimes she says she has 20 versions of one program because that is how she wants to see it materialize, look aesthetically good, and sound very well. So it takes all of that planning for 60 years.
I mean, I want to go back to the beginning. What started the Marionettes Chorale in the first place 60 years ago?
What I remember of it, it's Jocelyn Pear and June Williams Thorne started the Marionettes Chorale. There's some history behind it, but I was too young to know a lot of the history. When I left St. Joseph's Convent at 18, I joined the Marionettes Chorale because that was the choir for me.
Right.
That's how I joined. And, after that, Greta Taylor took it over. So, and she's continuing it for over 45 years now. So it has to be, something of worth.
So, Ms. Jeremy, from then to now, 60 years that we're looking at, I mean, what sort of celebration can we see now that you're celebrating your Diamond Jubilee?
All right. We are starting this weekend.
Right.
The 14th to the 16th. We're going to Church of the Assumption on Friday.
Right.
We're going to All Saints Anglican Church on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we go south. We're going to the Naparima Bowl. And we're doing that in support of what is called the La Romaine Migrant Support, LARMS. And people can get tickets down there, of course, at Vellini's, Drug Mart, and so on. So that's what we're doing for now, because it starts off the year, right?
Yeah.
And we have a program, we are highlighting things from programs in the past.
Right.
We have some very good soloists. We have this Jackie Johnson, who is a crowd stopper.
Yes.
And she's doing a song from Ragtime, Till We Reach That Day. And some of the words are, it's the day of peace, a day of pride, a day of justice we've been denied, when a man can live and a child can play. We never get to heaven till we reach that day. Let the new day dawn. Oh Lord, I pray. We'll never get to heaven till we reach that day. Now, those words resonate because here is a black woman who was protesting. She's murdered. Her friend Jackie is mourning and she's grieving. So she's going to dramatize that scene for us. And those words still apply in society, globally, and here. So when Mrs. Taylor prepares a program, she does it with some kind of thought to our present-day situations. We have other songs like, I Want Jesus to Walk With Me, and Hear My Words I Chose there. In my trials, Lord, comfort me. Those are the words I take with me when I go to choir. Sometimes I'm praying when I'm singing, even though I'm talking a lot, as you know, I said I'm talking a lot. But I am praying sometimes because I have to pray for a lot of things now. Seeing that I'm there so long, I have to remember my words of the songs. It's not so easy again, As young people, you could put the music down, but as we got older, we realized we have to memorize this now.
I have to ask a question. Ms. Jeremy, you're so animated and you're so passionate about it. And I'm wondering, any words of advice for young children who are coming up to join a choir? Because I know you are talking from experience, you're talking from your choir background as well. What are the benefits to joining a choir?
Now, let me talk of Marionettes because I've been there for 51 years.
Yeah.
I just met a girl outside. She's coming out to do an interview after, and her mother is asking me, any space for youngsters? Yes. We have a youth and a children's choir. When those children come to choir, I hope they're looking. We have envelopes spread out with music in it. That's order. Mrs. Taylor has to say, well, I want to learn these songs today. And if she has to apportion time during the rehearsal to do that so that we can learn the work.
Yes.
So I hope that they come and they look and they see what is going on. They see how well it is planned. They see we have a good venue. It's not a willy-nilly thing. It has to be well planned, and that they can take some of what, at least I would say John Mendes taught me a lot of things. And when I worked, I took some of it away with me to even practice in my daily work. So I do that. So they must look to see the order and structure. And of course, when they come, we have to do warm-ups, there's exercise and all of that. And of course, you meet other people.
Yeah.
And that strengthens your confidence. If you feel a little isolated, you can come there, meet people from different backgrounds. That's what we're about. Together.
Do you have to have previous singing experience to be able to join? You need to be able to read music and all that?
You need not have it. It is good if you can do that.
Right.
But people will teach you and show you which line to read for your part.
Yeah.
You look at that line. So they take something away with them. Even if they don't, they will have a little more knowledge than they came in with.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of things. Knowing the music, be disciplined, regular, punctual.
Yeah.
Those are the virtues that we are teaching.
One of the hardest things I find about a choir is how you had to maintain your part. Because some people in the choir are not singing any melody at all. They sing harmony for the whole time.
Well, I sing harmony all the time.
How are they doing that? That will confuse you?
No, because when you come in, you know exactly, they have to test your voice to see where you belong.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And you go there, right? So you just do it. It comes naturally. But if there
one
are
of the things
people
that blew my mind.
who can't do it, so we have to ask them to, ask them to,
Just sing a little quieter, please.
or you may just have to stand out.
Oh.
Listen. Yeah, because that time will come. They will confuse.
Yes,
You see, so it's not so easy for them to fall in. But that's life. We have all kinds.
Yes.
It does take all kinds. How much are tickets and where can we get them for these three events?
$250. You can get them at orders@marionettes.com from any member, and 790-1751.
Right.
In South, it's 770-1665, 687-8072, and Fellini's Drug Mart, Sutton Street, San Fernando. Right? So there we are. Each show is 7 o'clock. Friday and Saturday, and Sundays at 5 p.m. in Naparima Bowl.
Inside or outside?
Inside.
Inside. I just checking. We're going for the big amphitheater finish.
Right, and of course, we have soloists Jackie Johnson, David Stevens, Nigel Floyd, Hermina Charles. If I can help somebody, hear that song now.
Yeah.
So we know our living has not been in vain for 60 years. This is an awesome choir of the highest caliber in Trinidad and Tobago.
How big is Marionettes now?
Well, we're not as big as we used to be. Remember, COVID didn't do us well, but we are rebuilding. I don't know, sometimes before we used to have about 160 on stage. It might be a little less. I think I heard them say about 58 adults, and we have some children. So we might be about maybe near 100.
Okay.
Yeah, 100 now.
But it's we have to rebuild all the time. Over the years, sometimes, as we say, we spoke of the men. We got some men now, so it's a work in progress, and people have to love it. They must come and enjoy it, because I find it is an enjoyable space for me, which
Well,
I
51
choose.
years. I mean,
I
it's a
chose
reason,
that.
of
yes,
course.
It's a lovely side interest.
So, Ms. Jeremy, you have 30 seconds. Tell us why we should come down starting from Friday to the Marionettes Chorale.
Let me tell you this little thing. We are releasing an arrangement of Engine Room. By Kern Somerville. That's the latest. So I feel, after hearing all our repertoire, you need to come and hear that new piece,
Nice.
Engine Room.
And that is where we will leave it for now, Ms. Jeremy. Let me thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Well,
I know that it's kicking off from this Friday, of course, from the 14th to the 16th at various locations. So please check out the Marionettes Chorale. And let me thank so much Ms. Wendy Jeremy for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having
and remember,
me.
they are going to have that amazing rendition of the Engine Room. So you need to be there this weekend. Let me thank you so much for joining us this morning. But we have so much more coming up on the Now Morning Show. Stay with us.